When you have rheumatoid arthritis, it's not always easy to find a right treatment for you. Many people need to change medications over time. We ask a group of people living with RA to share their experiences with this. These are the perspectives of other patients. This is not medical advice and should not take the place of professional medical care.
It was disappointing when I would have to change medications because it's like, oh, here we go, another one. And I had the mentality that I was like, it's not gonna work. Like, this one didn't work, why would that one work?
I was having really bad flares, brain fog, fatigue, joints were swollen, and it was just like constant pain. So the medication that I thought was going to work, my first medication, really didn't put these at ease. Things just sort of slowly went downhill, and I thought, wait, I'm on this medication, I should be getting better, but it wasn't working. So it took about a year and a half before I decided to switch over to a new medication, and that was a valuable lesson learned.
When I had to make a switch, it wasn't because my medication wasn't working. It was working fantastically. It's just that my liver functions went downhill a bit. So it was very difficult to want to switch from what I was on that was doing so great to something new.
Even though I've had the disease for 8 years, I've remained on the same medication that I've been on since I was diagnosed. And I guess part of that could be because I have been able to achieve low disease activity or remission in some cases, but somewhat I think it's because of my own stubbornness and not wanting to add additional medication potentially.
When I started biologics, the first one was great for my pain, but I was having reactions at the injection site. And the next one we got on was great for pain as well, but I blew up and was retaining water weight. And so we started on a third one, and I've been on it for 5 years now.
I've had to switch biologics or just medications several times, having RA 19 years, gone through every DMARD and I think 9 biologics. The rheumatologist I had was wonderful in that if my symptoms or my disease activity was higher, she always approached me with the question of, do you want to try another drug? Do you want to give it a couple more months and see if there's changes?
When I started receiving treatment, I used to take several pills. I was very young and I was over it. I didn't want to do that anymore. I didn't want to have to take all of these pills every day. And I still could barely walk. So it was really difficult in finding a treatment that worked best for me. So when you do find a medicine that works well for you, it's like you feel like you have a miracle drug because you're able to kind of get some normalcy back to your life, and it's not a huge inconvenience.
I've done 9 treatment switches, so it's been a long journey trying to find the right combination that controls my RA. But every day I have hope. Every switch is very difficult. I have self-doubt. I worry about the future. But to me, it's about moving forward and keep trying to find something that controls my RA so I can have the best life possible.
What advice would you share with other RA patients who are thinking about changing their treatment plan?
Tip number 1 is to just know that you are the decision maker. You can control, what things you do want to come to your physician and approach. You can control if it feels wrong, if the physician feels wrong, if the medication is not working for you. You have the power to make a change.
Be honest with your doctor. Don't filter your symptoms. I'm saying that because I did that. I used to do that sometimes, just kind of go, well, I know my doctor doesn't have that much time for me, so I'll just tell him the most important things going on right now. When really, I learned over time to say everything because after some medical scares, I realized, we really need to connect the dots.
One tip that I use all the time is to have a goal. And my second tip would be to be open to that goal turning out differently than how you expected. If you have a goal to ride a bike ride it around for 1 hour, don't give up on that goal, but be open to the idea that you may not be able to ride a bike for an hour, but maybe you can ride a bike for 20 minutes. Even if it doesn't look the way you imagined, it's important to keep those goals and celebrate those wins.